Okay, David. So we get a lot of UK companies coming to us because they want to sell in the EU, and with Brexit, that has been difficult. From your point of view and from the point of view of account managers, how do we tackle that?
So yeah, it is a difficult issue, and I think we're getting more and more UK clients every day, especially questions. I think you guys talk to them a lot on the sales side, and what I know from them is they all face the same or similar issues about getting their goods in the UK when it comes to compliance issues, when it comes to VAT issues, how to get it all done on different marketplaces. It's not easy. We train our team into first have a good kickoff presentation with the client, so to understand where they want to be, what they do. And I think this is also what we discussed with you guys, regarding marketplaces. You guys are there in the kickoff, which is nice, I think. What do you guys discuss with the client first?
Well, many different things. It depends on their goals. But for example, for a UK client, it will be, how do I set this up in the EU? How do I do this without maybe registering for VAT? Because don't I have to have in every single company, in every single country, that set up? Is that VAT something question that we can help with? As in, what would you say?
Yeah, the VAT question pops up a lot. It's the main question we get. There's something really cool in Europe at the moment. You have an OSS. It's called one-stop shop. So you can have one European VAT in one European country, and you can sell in multiple countries. It has some regulations around it, like you can't have stock in those other countries, or there's a cap on the amount of revenue you can achieve in certain marketplaces. But overall, I think this is a nice workaround for UK clients and as well US clients that we're getting in more and more to launch their products in Europe. This OSS that we personally don't set it up, but we help set up. We help the client achieve some French or German VATs, which are going to be the most requested ones, because when it comes to Amazon, you of course want to have FBA in those countries. Once you have the stock there, you get some trust, you can get it done. So VAT question, it's a tricky one to get right, but it's something we train our team in to inform the client about.
We can help with it, so that is something that we can manage. What do you see are like the most common requests from customers? What is something that they very often want? It depends from company to company, of course, but what is like the main thing?
I think, in essence, all companies want to make sales, right? I think the biggest one, or the biggest clients that come to Meezy is that they want to... I'll do it again. I think the biggest ones, or the biggest request coming from our clients, or the clients that come to Meezy, are the ones that want to expand to new countries, that want to expand to, just get new markets in there and grow to a multi-channel business. Not just any brick and mortar at the moment, but to really diversify their revenue streams. And this is going to be, I think that's the main request. How can I diversify my revenue streams and tackle new markets and expand?
What do you feel is like the big difficulty in doing that?
Well, 100% the marketplaces themselves. And secondly, the compliance issues on the countries. The marketplaces themselves, some of them are closed. So you can't just pick any marketplace and say, hey, I want to sell on that marketplace. You need to foster a relationship with the marketplace, make sure you get into contact with them. They'll grant you an account. The nice thing about Meezy is we are a certified partner now on Bol, on Kaufland. We have a couple of great contacts within all those marketplaces. So by having that relationship there, for us, it's quite easy to launch new products. But that's going to be the first tricky part, something called the concept of a closed marketplace. Yeah, you needed an agency to help with that, 100%.
Okay. Do you think you prefer certain markets over the others when it's like, for example, open versus closed?
Good question. That's a good question. Not per se on open versus closed, but mainly on the target audience. Like you'll see that the German consumer, people in Germany, buy way more in-depth products. They read way more bullet points and product descriptions than the French customer. So it's really interesting to deep dive into that market research. It's really interesting to deep dive into that market research and look at consumer behavior per country. So it's not per se per marketplace, which is an extension of that, but per country for sure. It's really
But also
cool.
listing designs, right? It's completely different sometimes from
Crazy.
Depending on the country that you're in, and so many or so little people actually realize that it's very important to optimize. Same with your keywords. They just need to be 100% perfect, directed to your audience, to the German consumer, the French consumer, the Spanish consumer.
This is super tricky to do.
Yeah.
I think to educate your customer that you're not going to target or optimize his keywords or the ones he wants to do, but you're focusing on the ones that grow the most volume or get the most impressions or have the most eyeballs on it. This is really tricky sometimes to explain to a client, because it's not about his word that he wants in the title, but it's saying like this word or my word will get more clicks, more views. And this is it's definitely something tricky to train and to. I mean, it's a conversation you have with your client.
Mm-hmm. Do you encounter difficulties when going to a closed market when you want to do such things? Is there like a big difference there?
Yeah, it's mainly when it comes to opening accounts. So I think you guys discuss it in sales as well. When you have a client asking for a certain marketplace, you tackle it by checking first if we can even open the account, right? Or
yeah, correct. Many of our clients also come to us just asking, how do I enter that specific market if I do not have an Amazon account set up? Is that something that is like a big issue for you, or do you see that as not a problem at all?
No, so the nice thing is we have a warehouse that is our official partner that we work with. Our warehouse is stored in Europe. So from there, we can actually ask the client to send over their stock. We'll keep it on consignment in our warehouse. And the nice thing is, because we are that agency and we have those marketplace relationships, we foster those connections with Amazon or with Kaufland or with Bol. We can actually upload a lot of the listings or the products on our accounts, and it's a service we offer. So it makes it very easy for US companies or UK companies, as you asked, that want to start selling in Europe and want to expand on those markets, that they don't need all that VAT regulation stuff, because it all goes through Meezy, which is, I think, the easiest way.
I think that's our biggest plus, or one of our biggest pluses.
It's a unique thing. I mean, we're a 360 marketplace, or we look at a 360 tailored view of a client's account, and that's how we definitely help out.
Yeah. Do you notice a big difference on, for example, selling on a Meezy account versus on their own accounts when they're post live afterwards?
Yeah, it comes mostly to compliance issues, not just post live, but when the client wants to launch a new product. For example, Amazon Germany, you'll need a WEEE number for every electronic product that's needed. But also, for example, some accounts would need lucid numbers, which is when it comes to packaging regulations. If it's on our account, we can just do it one because it's account specific. But if it's on a client's account, he'll need to register for that as well. So there's a couple of interesting tidbits there that pop up when you do a client's account versus a Meezy account. Personally, I like the Meezy account way. It's always a nice, easy option to choose.
It just definitely makes things a lot easier.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think the main unique point is by having our warehouse there, which is our certified partner. I mean, for US clients, it's amazing. They can just send over their stock, we keep it stored, and having that fulfillment center fulfilled to all European countries in certain time periods. When, for example, we are a Bol certified warehouse and we can use something like an FBA for Bol, seeing that next day delivery there if you order it before 11 p.m. at night. I think, that's just amazing to have that.
That's super important. As in, just having your delivery immediately, or in a day and age where everyone just want instant gratification, they want their products tomorrow.
Yeah.
If they could, they wanted it yesterday. But I think that is something that is truly, truly, truly important
and I
to
think
focus on.
It's also quite tricky to do it from an operational side, because from the client, you'll just see the product coming in the next day. But from us, like, we have to think about reorders, restocking, refunds, categorizing the refunds, like taking care of all of that headache. It's quite a logistical department. Luckily, we have the right people in place to take care of that. But it's an amazing service that we offer.
Yeah, we'll make everything go smooth.